All right, boys and girls, I am so excited to get into this game one. Of course, we have a pause right off the start, so that does give me time to address you, Guipepe. Guipepe, how are you doing today, brother?
Hey man, I'm doing great. And you? How you doing?
Dude, I'm excited. I'm
Okay,
excited
that's
to
good.
get into this. And both of these teams, they do have a little bit of pressure on them, right? They both got 2-0
Yes.
swept in on Sunday. So the hopes, the road to Lima, it's getting a little bit rocky, Gapepe. We've got to do something. We've got to right the ship. And who are you thinking, just looking at these two drafts, is off to a better start?
I mean, I have two rules, okay? First of all, I never go against Lina. And second of all, I never go against Brood. So I really don't know. I mean, I like a lot this Brood draw idea. Like, people just can't get you because draw is slowing everyone. Brood is just circling around, is slowing everyone as well. So it's hard to get into this Storm draw Brood draft. But I mean, there is Lina. This here is just so broken. I can't believe people are not banning it. I mean, I will go with Thunder because I like a lot this Brood draw idea, but it's hard to go against Lina, so I'm not sure at all.
Okay, so a little bit less confidence than what the panel gave us, as they all seem to be very much on board with the Infinity Draft. As this Lena, I mean, we saw it already today, 2-0
Yes.
on the day. And they even chose, I mean, Thunder Awakening, they had the 5 pick in the pocket, and they decided to go ahead and pick up the Rubik first instead of the Lena, maybe thinking they had enough ways to close the distance and make life difficult for the Parker Lena. Do you think that they've done enough of that with the Storm Clockwork Broodmother?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I think they have a draft that they can try to contest Lina, but maybe you simply can't because she's too strong. I mean, Alliance tried that and just simply didn't work out. Lina is too strong. I played Dota yesterday. I'm a support player, right? I was playing with
Okay.
some friends, and then I was like, I'm gonna try this Lina carrier. I mean, I carried the game. I'm a really, really bad car, and I still won. I'm like, okay, this is just too broken. So yeah, I think Thunder has a good draft to try to play against Lina, but maybe it's not enough because that's Lina for you.
Maybe we need to put in a letter to Valve and just use you as the indicator of whether or not a carry hero is
Yeah.
too strong. If Gapepe can win and carry games on the Lina, we need to hit her with the nerf hammer just a little bit, guys, because this is just clearly it's not the way it's meant to be. So,
Yeah,
but
I do agree actually. I do agree with that. But Infinity, they don't simply have Lina, right? They have a good draft around Lina. They have I like a lot this Tiny pick. I'd rather Tiny was their mid because I like this matchup Tiny against Storm, but it's a snap mid. It's kind of the same. It's a burst. I hear that there's a lot of burst. So I think they have ways of how to kill Thunder's draft. I mean, you have Draw, she's not that tanky, Storm's not that tanky, so you can kill heroes with this Infinity lineup. You don't rely that much on Lina. It's like, oh, Lina is so broke, okay, she can just carry us. No, they have a good draft to kill Thunder heroes. So that's why I'm like, I'm not sure who wins here. I like Thunder idea, but I think Infinity has some solutions as well for a Thunder idea. I'm still with Thunder, don't get me wrong, but I think both teams have some openings to win this. I mean, it's both drafts are pretty good in my opinion.
yeah, and I definitely agree. I mean, if you look at it in many ways, they kind of have some similarities, right? You have this right click carry that can push towers with incredible effectiveness, and you also have this potentially a split pushing offlaner. The Brood, especially Dire Side Brood, is incredibly strong. She can just control the bottom side of the map, complete the wheel, make her way towards the mid tier 1 tower, and then just completely open that entire portion of the jungle up to her, where she's just left to her own devices, and the Brood gets fed happily. Whereas, you get this Beastmaster, he just gets that Helm of the Overlord running around with an Ancient Creep, and you've got him knocking on towers, and I mean, he could I've seen Beastmasters push tier 2 towers by like the 9-10 minute mark if they're having a great time. So like it is interesting, and I can see where there is the dichotomy, I suppose, for lack of better words, where you're split, because I mean, both of them, they do have sound drafts. It's just it's gonna come down to execution, and I mean, that's it. we're getting to the point in time where execution is the most important thing if these guys want to get to Lima. I believe Infinity is 1-2 so far, whereas Thunder Awakening are at the 1-1 mark. This is two middle of the table matchups, and this is where the table really starts to get defined. Who are the heavies? Who are the weaks? And I mean, I don't know, man. I guess Infinity, maybe they can rest on the laurels of, it was just Beast Coast yesterday. Beast Coast were playing on a completely different level, and we just didn't quite have it. But with some of the stuff, I mean, some people could argue that Parker maybe tilted at the end of game 1 and maybe throughout game
Yes.
2. So like you do have to worry about the mental aspect of this game, is because Dota can be very grueling and daunting at the mental aspect as well.
Yes, for sure. I mean, everyone here knows how tough it is to just keep on playing Dota. You just get to a point that you want to stop. You kind of go a little bit crazy, because this game it's a hard game to play. You have to stay focused, and it can get the best of you. So yeah, it's tough. I hope Parker didn't tilt. Was like, whatever. So I hope
Sure.
he's fine today to play this game, because he's playing Lina.
Her rare kindness.
I don't think anyone's gonna swap lanes. And Infinity is here just waiting. What I'm scared about Thunder draft is like, this is so strong, this Drow Broodmother draft. I saw it sometimes, like I think 3 or 4 times already, and you simply can't go in. Broodmother and Drow just keeps on kiting everyone, and you simply can't kill them. So it's so hard to play against this. I like Broodmother against Lina. Oh wait, maybe Lina is going mid. Maybe we have Lina going mid here. Oh, Rada?
Sir.
I was not listening to you. Hey, what's up?
Not a lot, dude. As yeah. So we're gonna see the Leo style Snapfire coming down here to the safe lane carry role. And what are some things that you're hoping to see from this Snapfire?
I have no clue what to expect from a Snapfire safe lane. I mean, it sounds good against Brood, right? Before level 6, Snap just has a lot of magic bursts, right? And so Brood can't just simply keep on trading hits. And after Brood's level 6, I mean, you can't put pressure on a Snapfire. Her damage is just too high. So yeah, I kind of like that idea, and you place Lina mid against Storm, and we all know that Lina is a big Storm counter on lane, right? After level 6, Storm can kill Lina, but before that, it's like, this lane is all for Lina.
Just setting up Parker for the ultimate success, not wanting to risk the chance of potentially getting run over by this lane, as that's going to be the stun, the slow coming out, Fairy Fire from Michael, so they're not going to be able to bring this Rubik down and get first blood. But you can see the power of this Ogre Snapfire lane early. So we've talked about mid, we've talked about bottom. Well, maybe there's another initiation? No, we're just pumping damage into Illich. Let's look at this top lane here. So we're going to have the Beastmaster versus the Drow Ranger matchup. Both fairly strong. Battery Assault, Frost Arrows coming out here. And I mean, if the Clockwork is able to get either of these heroes in the cogs, you have to think that Shining Knight is able to pump in the damage on the Drow Ranger to get these kills.
Yes, early on, Drow is kind of a weak hero, right? But yeah, if you are on cogs, it's possible to kill. The idea here for Infinity is like, they have a Tiny, so when you have a Tiny, you just want Tiny to get into the enemy carrier and toss him back. So if Janek is able to toss Drow back, it's really, really easy to kill her. But that's why they have Clock top. Clock is a great defensor, right? He just puts his body on front, has his battery assault, his cogs, so he's there to protect draw. Janek tried once already to toss draw back, he missed. So that's what he wants to do here, right? Pull creeps behind tower and try to toss draw back. Let's see if he can achieve it. If he can, yeah, they can end draw's lane.
All right, the pause has resumed. Rada being brought down fairly low here, down in the bottom lane. And I mean, we're going to get to the point where we're starting to run out of resources. Only 3 tangos remain for the Dire side. Meanwhile, only 1 for the Radiant down here in this bottom lane. So here, where I feel like we're just an engagement or 2 away from seeing first blood, probably coming from the bottom lane. Meanwhile, the carries
but look at mid,
kind of slapping into each other. Parker pump faking the LSA. He is going to connect onto it. Doesn't want to walk through those remnants though. So alone is going to be able to survive for now, but he's completely out of bottle charges. He's got to somehow limp his way to a water room.
Yeah, I mean, he
Down
have
bottom,
tangos.
we have found Michael, Rada. Oh, we need one more. No, one more right click. Oh, the salve from Michael. They get the cancel. That's going to be the Fire Blast done. Meanwhile, Illich just chomping away that Leo style and securing the first blood.
Yeah, Infinity just went too far trying to get the Rubik. He used the fog perfectly. I mean, Michael is such a good position for. He just used the fog, then he solved and he's fine. Then last I was like, oh no, I'm gonna kill him. Oh wait, Brood's hitting me. Oh no, Brood got me. I'm done. And that's life. When you overextend, you will be punished. So yeah, well played for Thunder. I mean, surviving bottom lane is really important because both Ogre and Snap has a lot of burst. So yeah, the early stages of the lane are
Devil
hard.
up top, the battery assault, the split
nice.
shot. Enough to secure the kill onto Devil, giving a tip to the Shining Knight.
Yeah, it's nice, well played. I mean, Tiny was not there, so Thunder see this opportunity and just go for it, right? Tiny was trying to pull creeps for Beastmaster, then Thunder is like, okay, we can get this kill, and they got it. It's really important for Drow to get these early kills. I mean, her early game is so bad.
Oh, Illich. Oh, a good cookie onto the creep to stop some of this aggression that was coming out onto Leo style. As you can definitely see, I mean, there's a lot of damage that Leo style can bring to the table, but Illich on this Broodmother still has the potential to just be able to walk down this this Snapfire if Leo style oversteps even just an iota.
I mean, it's so weird. Every single time you say Leo style, I instantly go to mid. I'm like, wait, Leo style is not mid. What's happening? Then okay, yeah, he's bottom. I'll go back to bottom. But yeah, I mean, both Infinity is having great lanes. I mean, Thunder has 2 kills, okay, they just killed Beastmaster, but 3 cards are farming so well. Snapfire is having a... She died, yes, but she's having a good time bottom. So I think Infinity is okay with this early game. Stormy is farming more than I expected against Lina. I mean, I don't think Parker is the mid player, because, I mean, he should have pressured Storm way more. So I think Storm is getting more than he should have.
Yeah, and I mean, even the Storm Spirit is out to an early advantage, 20-2 versus 22-6. Of course, there are still 2 creeps on the map, so he could close that gap just a little bit, does Parker. Meanwhile, isolated a little bit, it is the Clockwork, but that would be a tall ask to bring down. He's going to throw out the cogs and just be playing the thorn in the side for Devil here. You can see him pinging out almost like he wants Ganek to come in, but they're not going to quite be able to connect to make this play happen.
Yeah, just Clock being a nuisance, right? He just wants Beastmaster to don't farm at all, to stay out of the lane, to let Draw free farm. And Draw is almost level 6. I mean, almost not, but she's level 5. So all Draw needs is her level 6 so she can jungle, she can put more pressure on lane. So Clock is just by her side, like, no, I won't get your XP and I will make the Beastmaster can farm. Beastmaster is not having... I mean, it's not a hard lane for him because he's farming, but he's dying. I mean, and he wants to pressure Draw, but he simply cannot here. I think Clock is doing a great job top.
Yeah, and I mean, you're a support player, I'm a support player, chatting a bit on support ideology when it comes to the laning phase. He's doing a good job of creating these 2 one-on-one lanes, right? So he's making it so they don't have these kill potentials. They're the ability to get that toss play onto the Drow Ranger that we had talked about. And He's doing a good job of setting that up, as we do have some aggression popping off in the bottom lane, but again, just not quite enough to actually get anything done. Meanwhile, Gnek TP into the mid lane, tossing out the avalanche and bringing down Alone.
Yeah, it's nice rotation. I mean, Gnek knows that he can't do anything else on top lane. I mean, this master needs to level 6 so he can get a kill on draw. Like, okay, I have an opening to kill mid. You have Alina, you have Tiny. It's easy to get Storm. Tiny is a big counter for Storm because Storm can't ball lightning on his avalanche. So yeah, important kill for Infinish. You have to find useful ways to do something on the map as a Tiny position 4. You are a really weak hero. And bottom, Rubik.
Oh, Prada trying to get aggressive onto Michael, slowed up with the Ignite. The Ignite's going to run the duration, so Rubik is going to be able to limp himself away. So many times they've gotten so close to killing Michael, but he's just able to dodge his way through the fog and barely escape the exchange alive.
Yes, Brood is playing like a wall, right? When they go for Michael, Brood just throw her body to lifestyle and don't let him get close at all. So Snap can't keep on trying to kill Michael. It's just Ogre against Rubik, and Rubik just keeps on running away. He has a boost of speed, so it's fine for him. Brood is like, that's all she can do. Puts her body in front of him. Why Storm? They found Storm
That's
again.
going to be the stun into the LSA,
Oh
into
my.
the Laguna. Pumping the damage into Alone and sending him
Oh
to
my.
the sidelines for 25 seconds.
That's a mistake. If you are a Storm player, you can't get stunned by Ogre. That was a mistake from him. So yeah, Parker doesn't care at all if he starts making mistakes, he'll enjoy it. So he gets the kill, gets the rune. Parker's having a really good game. I mean, he's not farming that much as you expect against Storm mid, but he's getting kills, he's getting his farm as well, he can farm jungle now if he wants. And he's building like he's their carrier, even though he was mid, right? I mean, they just prepared the lanes.
Oh dear.
Oh
Alone
my,
made the
last
rotation
time.
down to the bottom lane while we're chatting, and they're able
Yeah,
to bring
that's
down
classic
Leo style.
That's classic Storm. I die mid, I go back to base because I'm dead, then I TP on a side lane and get a kill. That's how Storm plays. Usually you just go by foot back to base, so you're not dead, right? But your mana is over, you go back to base, then you TP on a side lane and get a kill. Well played by Alone. And it looks
Now
like they
maybe
want to
looking
try
set
something.
up a play
Yeah,
onto Parker.
yeah, that's the dream. But Parker is not dumb. Look at how he's positioning himself. Yeah, great awareness.
Star sense was tingling. He knew that there was some trickery afoot, and Gnek is even going to make the rotation into this lane. He's going to get the toss back into the LSA, backing up to a dodge to the battery assault. The Laguna pumping in. And that is going to be another kill. Actually, Gnek is the one who receives the kill bounty for that. But right now, the game is still incredibly close, right? Because, I mean, the Drow, she got her level 6. She's happy. She's farming in the woods. She's completing her little farming cycle pattern, farming the woods, and then going back to this, to the creep wave whenever it gets close to her tier 2 tower. But we do have the Helm Dom complete on Devil.
And now at
Ball lightning forward onto the Lina. The Brood is here. She's completing the circuit. She's going to come to the top tower. That's going to be the death of Parker. And now the lift, the drag back onto Prada. Multi-shot splitting up. As that is going to be the death. But Mortimer Kiss is raining down the toss-up. Illich, he's got to get the webs out. He's got to find a way to retreat. Now they're going to come in. Force Leo style to back up. Alone with Ball Lightning. Going to eat a scatter blast to the face. The supports are in the area. The Brood now they're limping on 6 legs. TP coming in. Prada, he bought back. He wants to defend his carry here. And with the buyback TP, that is going to be enough to dissuade further aggression from the side of Thunder Awaken.
Have a great rotation by Thunder, right? They had their lanes, like you said, they were pretty equal, and the lanes could be so much worse for Thunder. So I think they are really happy with this early game. Storm should have been stumped by Lina mid. Drow could have died sometimes on top lane, and that didn't happen. So I think even though we see Infinity with a little bit of advantage on kills before this fight, right? I think Thunder is so happy with all that happened. Then they just rotated mid and got some kills. I think Thunder is feeling really good about their draft right now.
The Brood, she's setting up her network of webs down here on the bottom side of the map. They've taken the mid tier 1 tower, and they've even forced Leo Style to vacate the premises. So Ganek is going to be down here just trying to keep this tier 2 tower alive, putting his body on the line. And but this Brood, the top of the network, 5,400 gold in the pocket, very close to that mechanism. So we're going to see the Guardian Greaves. What else would you like to see from this Brood Mother?
I want to see if she wants to go for the eggs build. I like eggs a lot. It's just hard to play against that. But I think she's going massive auras. Like, you just go... She may go for Crimson while she's rotating mid. They want to get to Parker.
Oh, that's going to be a smoke gate. They find the clockwork first. But meanwhile, they've zipped into the mid lane. They've brought down Parker. Multi-shot being split. This fight is very broken up. Ball lightning, but he's almost out of mana. The scatter blast. They brought down alone. Rubik, the next to fall. So a 3-for-1 trade here. And what a broken up engagement, as there was a 2-man smoke that came from the top lane that maybe Thunder Awakening just were not prepared for.
Thunder trying to set up this kill on Lina, right? I mean, they know Lina is pretty easy to kill if you jump on her. They try, but Infinite knows that as well, right? So they will just play around Lina. And they love to play around mid as well, because they have Beastmaster, he got the tier 1 tower at top, so this is natural for Beastmaster, right? To rotate mid and get this tower. So Infinity was ready for the attempt of killing Lina from Thunder. They still got Lina, so not that sad, but Infinity was ready and got this tower. I think it's so important to get the mid tower. It opens so much space on the map.
And now a smoke play coming out from Thunder Awakening. The hook shot forward into the cog. Devil, he's turned around, but with the help of Prada, they're just going to man up and bring down this clockwork. But it's going to be a price well paid as Storm comes in with the Vortex, able to clean up the kill onto the Beastmaster. And meanwhile, Knight, or it's going to be Illich down in the bottom lane, who finds Ganek, just trying to defend his tower, do what he's supposed to do, and he pays the Pied Viper for it.
Yeah, even though Thunder lost their mid tower, they don't want to give up on their jungle for Beastmaster. If you just let Beastmaster farm this jungle, he'll get too big, he'll start pressuring top lane, the tier 2 tower. So yeah, they go contested, Clock ends up dying, but Storm got the kill on Beastmaster. And Brood Mother gets the kill bottom lane. So yeah, great response from Thunder. I mean, I simply like this Thunder draft a lot. Brood Mother and Drow together is so cool, it's so hard to play into that. They just keep harassing you from far away and you can't do anything. I'm just a big fan of this draft.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, pings. Maybe realizing that Illich is up the high ground, but so scared to walk up there. They even had a ward, so that's going to be the cookie forward, the ward. The Mortimer kisses, bringing down the spider.
Yeah, without Tiny's blink, it's kind of hard to set up this kill. But since Brood had no vision, they could use the cookie with this Master ultimate. Great play. Oh, and the Lina.
Hook shot forward, going in onto Lina alone with a long chain lightning forward, dodging out the LSA. Now he's coming back in. The cookie comes too late, as that is the death of the Parker Lina yet again. And now the Vortex, they've got Leah Style in their hands. Ganek, he's trying to be a combo breaker, tossing out the Avalanche. They're just going to commit murder on the supports, as Alone still coming forward. They even have Knight making the rotation over, but he's not needed, as it is a clean 4-0.
Yes, and this is something that Brood does, right? If you have a Brood, the enemy team will have to use a lot of heroes to kill Brood, usually. Only if you have a Spirit Breaker, you don't need that many heroes because you have a way to start, but this is not the case. So Infinity have 4 heroes to kill Brood. Then Thunder is like, okay, you want to rotate 4 heroes to bottom? We are going to find this Lin on top. And then Infinity just went and started throwing bodies one by one, and everyone died. So yeah, great response from Thunder. Again, they're feeling so good about this game. It could have been so much worse from the lanes, and things are clicking out. We see a net worth, it's all the same actually. I mean, Thunder has 2k advantage, that's nothing much. So yeah, I think Thunder is really cool. Look at this start. So easy to kill Lina, right? She's a strong hero, but her early game is just so squishy.
Yeah, and then just following it up right away, one after another.
Oh, that's a classic move.
Alone, just play it outside of his mind here.
Yeah, great performance by Alone on his Storm. I mean, Storm's coming back to meta, right? We are seeing a lot of Storms, and I like Storm meta. I mean, not when I play as support, it's hard to play against Storm, but watching, I love watching Storm playing.
Isn't that the truth, dude? The two brains of the caster. It's like on the caster side, I love to see some of these heroes coming back around. They're just some that's so dang fun to watch and to cast.
Yes.
And then they come to my pubs, and I'm just like, God dang it, dude! Like, why is this hero even in the game of Dota 2? My life is miserable now.
Yeah, that's support's life, right? I mean, you watch games, you're like, oh, Storm's so fun, yay! Then you play and Storm's just killing you non-stop. You're like, eh, Storm's not that fun, actually. So yeah, it's sad to play Dota sometimes.
I'm reminded of back in the old days when Nahaz was still working, and he was excited to see like support Tinker, and everybody else on the panel was like, dude, I actually play Dota. I'm so mad, and I hope this fails.
Yeah, we have that feeling, right? When we see something different, we're like, okay, this is cool, but everyone is gonna do this on my pubs, and it's not gonna work out. No, so please, I hope this fails on competitive as well. Yeah, we all have that feeling. I mean, we look at Thunder. Yeah, but look at Broodmother. She has all the bottom lane for herself. She got the tier 2 tower. Now she has her spiders just giving vision. I mean, Brood is feeling so good. It's hard to play against Brood and against this Master, this both heroes, if they have the advantage. And look at Infinity. They're trying to start Roche. Okay.
Moving into the Roshan pit. Now they'll have the Beastmaster in the area, so they're able to give off the auras. That is going to be the Rocket Flare to give them vision. They know that the Roshan is being done. We do have a hookshot available. They're putting the bodies in front alone. He's just going to ball lightning in, trying to take this Roshan for himself. Is the Aegis still on the ground? As the Radia have claimed the Roshan, alone has gone down. The Clockwork next to fall. Now Michael is being aggressed upon. They are going to give the Aegis of the Immortal to the Lina, the Savage Roar, to ensure the kill of Michael.
Oh, great job from Infinity not letting Clockwork use his ultimate to contest Roche. After Infinity just blocked his way, Storm was like, okay, I have to jump. And then he instantly jumps on Lina's stun, simply die for against this much damage, right? Lina's stun, Snapfire stun, you are dead. And look at Leo's style, just protecting the Aegis, saying, no, Lina, this Aegis is yours, come for it. Yeah, just great defense.
You gotta love how calm they are under pressure there. You know, not panic clicking, picking up the Aegis, but cool, calculated. As up top, we have yet another engagement. Alone with a very long zip lightning in. There's gonna be the Vortex onto Devil. Illich is in the area. Devil should be going down, and he does. But here comes Parker out of invisibility. LSA connects. We've stolen the Dragon Slave on the Ruby, the lift, the drag back. We're pumping the damage. That's gonna be the Aegis of the Immortal that goes down. Knight able to
has no
chip away. Oh, and a well-timed hook shot, a multi-shot. It held in with the cogs. Parker gonna die twice. As Thunder Awaken proving that even after the lost Roshan fight, they are still not out of it.
Yeah, and look at Brood's build, right? Mechans, pipe of inside, so Lina tried to kill Brood, but Lina is not on that stage that she just kills everyone instantly, right? She has Maelstrom and that's it. So Brood just throw her body at Lina, and it's like, I'm not gonna die, Pip. Hey guys, come around, we can kill Lina twice, and Lina is dead. I mean, she has no BKB yet, of course she's going for it, but before BKB, she simply dies. Look at, they just saw Brood and Lina was like, oh yeah, we can kill Brood. No, they can't. They simply can't. Laguna did no damage at all, and then draw with her right clicks is so easy to punish Lina. So yeah, even though Infinity got the Aegis, great fight afterwards for Thunder.
As now we'll have a 4-man smoke play. Trying to get aggressive. And that's just the fun of SA Dota. We're always aggressive. These teams are just going to be going back and forth in this slap fight for the next 3 hours. As they're trying to connect, they know that a rocket flare came from this area, but the Clockwork able to vacate the premises with a hurry. And now they're looking to put some siege onto this mid-tier 2 tower. Surely you think Thunder Awaken is going to be committing some resources to defend this.
I mean, Lina has no BKB. I think Thunder can defend this. I'm not afraid of this Lina without BKB.
No, they're just going to let it fall. Now Alone's going to come in with the ball lightning, but it goes right into an avalanche. But the silence is out. Onto the Lina. The Parker. He is going to go down. Ball lightning forward. They found Leo style next, but dragging him in with the Vortex. There's going to be the mechanism trying to keep Leah Style alive, but they've lost 2, they've lost 3, they've lost 4, as the only survivor will be Gnek.
Yeah, I mean, at least Infinity got the tower, right? But Lina had no BKB yet. She almost has it, but she doesn't yet. So Thunder is like, okay, they got the tower, we can still fight. We just have to find Lina. And they were looking at Lina all the time, right? So Alone jumps on her. I think Infinity had good position to respond to that, right? But I don't think they're strong enough for that anymore. They can't jump on draw. Draw hit them non-stop, and Lina without BKB simply dies. She dies so fast. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised by this offense by Infinity. And Thunder just saw the opportunity and went for it. Yeah, Thunder is feeling so good about this game. Look at that. I mean, great position by Tiny protecting Lina, but it's not enough. It's so easy to kill Lina without BKB.
Yeah. Got gusted up, nothing to be done. Rubik dropping the stolen LSA to stun up 2, stop the retreat, and really just securing that fight, going very much for the side of Thunder Awaken. Up to a 9K lead now, Guipepe.
Yeah, it's a good lead. It's nothing like, oh, the game is over, but yeah, it's legit. I mean, Drow is free farming. She has her BKB already, so yeah, pretty hard to kill Drow. All you have is Beastmaster's ultimate. Lina is simply not happening. You look at her net worth. This is not where Lina Carrier is supposed to be. She's supposed to be on the top of net worth and just free farming, killing everyone. Now she has BKB, so maybe, yeah, Infinity will try a smoke and try a fight. But things are not looking good for Infinity. Let's see if they can find anything with this Lina BKB.
Because, I mean, the Lina got the BKB, but so did the Drow. So
yes.
This is going to be two 9-second BKBs if this fight comes to be. Illich is going to pop the smoke, eat a fire blast to the face. They found the clockwork, but the clock, maybe did they find the Lina zipping forward, trying to get their hands, but meanwhile, Knight, he's able to bring down Prada. BKB gonna come out from Lina, trying to tuck tail and retreat. Ball lightning forward, not trying to let him get out that easily. They've got their hands onto the Beastmaster, and now Mortimer Kisses, avalanche combo, the Laguna, they brought down Alone, but the stolen Mortimer Kisses right back at you, bud.
At least they got Alone, right? They killed him, got clock, but look at Drow. Drow, she can hit non-stop. When Lina used her BKB and just tried to run off, you're like, okay, this fight's not happening. At least they got Alone, because, I mean, Thunder has everything they need right now, and Lina is simply not happening. I mean, I like how Thunder is playing around that, and I think their draft is pretty good to play against that. Because you can just keep your distance. Lina loves to keep her distance, but all Thunder's draft just keep their distance. And when they have to get in, you have clock, you have storm, you have ways to get in. So yeah, they can just keep on harassing with draw, with brood, and then when they see an opportunity, clocks just go in, storm just goes in. It's hard to play into that draft. I think if it has to jump on an important hero, this last fight, Brood Mother just was there, just popped the smoke off. So I think they have to find the jump on storm, on draw, so they are able to win a fight, and they have time for that, but they don't have the map control. So yeah, it's hard for Infinity to come back on this game. They need a good jump.
So much riding on the shoulders of the Gnek Tiny.
Yes, a lot. I think a lot. If he doesn't jump on Storm or Draw, I don't see how Infinity can win this fight. Draw is just too strong.
Now the Drow even working the way towards the Daedalus, has the crit stick in tow. So this Drow Ranger gonna start hitting like a truck. So we're gonna have to find a way to get some vision out. But right now Alone, he's not giving them a moment's notice. Gonna long chain Ball Lightning in. The hook shot is a swing and a miss. Illich looking to come forward, gonna echo the blink toss back. He's gonna be onto the clockwork. Force staff, trying to get himself to safety. Multi-shot, again trying to buy space. It's gonna be the Cogs. But he does, in fact, go down to the Beastmaster.
Oh, is that Parry ultimate trying to get Brood? And Brood just keeps on running.
Just keeps on jumping away, and even going to throw out a tip to Leah Style. Just letting them know. But that does give them a little bit of area control. Oh dear, the fight rages on. As Parker and Knight, they're just hanging, banging right next to each other. Alone with a long ball lightning forward. The BKB duration is done on the lead of the Gus. Knight tossed up. He's going to be brought down. And alone. He's left all alone as all of his friends have died.
Oh my.
So in
Okay.
this engagement,
Oh
what,
my,
that's a
Rada.
1-for-3 trade?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, Lina died again, but now I think Thunder did the infinity move as they just keep throwing their heroes one by one. Michael screwed up early on. He tried to save Clockwork with his Agony Shard, trying to lift him up and placing him back, but he misclicked and he lifted him up. So he couldn't save. Oh,
Illich.
Elephant Brood.
They found
oh my, what a
Illich
throw.
in the woods. Oh
What a
my
throw.
dearie me.
Okay, they are doing the infinity
What
move.
a throw indeed.
They're just throwing
Roshan
bodies
is
and
up.
getting car. Oh no, Roche is up. Okay, Infinity is back in the game. I said, oh no, I don't know how they can come back on this game. This is how. When Thunder just keeps on throwing their bodies, now Infinity can do this Roche. Lina with 2 lives is way scarier than Lina with 1 life. Look at Rubik. Oh, he lifted himself. Such a mistake from Michael. I mean, I don't think it would change anything, but still. It was Michael's mistake early on. And then Thunder saw this Lina without HP and they were like, no, we can kill her, just keep on going. And then comes the Roar on Draw. Storm gets Lina at the end, but Draw dies as well, so yeah. At least now Infinity couldn't do the Roche, so Thunder is still in the game, but this was a big throw. I think now Infinity feels like they can fight.
And Gnek feeling very aggressive, blink forward, try to connect on the Avalanche, looking for the toss back, not quite able to make that connection. As they're gonna maybe look to play some power play Dota here, put some pressure onto this mid tier 3 tower.
Okay, I like
force
that.
Heroes to go back to answer, and that will open up Roshan for them. Hook shot
Asal.
to the Lina. Oh, but he's controlled. He can't get the Cogs pushback. So they are going to keep their Lina alive, force out the BKB on the Drow. And resources committed. Is this enough to open up Roshan?
Yeah, I think so. Look at Roshan's health. They have this master, they have the vision advantage. Yeah, this is enough to open up Rosh. I mean, Storm's gonna try to do something. I don't think Alone will try anything. He has no BKB. Yeah, now Roshan is done. Lina has her Aegis. Yeah, and finishes back in the game. Now I think they are... it's easier for them to win fights now for Thunder. What a throw. I mean, it's Lina, right? You just have to play a bad fight once and Lina is back. She just does so much damage. So yeah, Lina is happening here. I mean, I think Thunder had this game and they were just simply too strong and winning every single fight. And now Lina is happening. She has her BKB, her Aegis, her Gleipnir. It's way easier for her to not die on fights and to bring the damage.
Taking a look at the Leo style build, he's going to be a bit of an aura carrier here. So I mean, I guess really this is really, I feel like we can surmise this draft by saying that this is a buff draft, right? We've got aura carriers on Leo style, aura carriers on Devil. We've got the Bloodlust on the Ogre Magi. We're just really trying to buff Parker up on this Lina and just make the most meta hero in the game currently the strongest possible version of it.
Yeah, when you see Infinity's opening on their draft, like Lina and Ogre, they're like, okay, we wanna just buff up this Lina and she will kill everyone. That's their idea since the beginning of draft, and now we are seeing why, right? Now it's working. It's not a Lina without BKB, she simply die. No, now it's working. Lina is it's hard to play against her right now. So what does Thunder do? What do you do when you are losing? You just split the map, try to keep on farming, wait for an opening to fight on your vision. So you can get a pick off and then just win 5 against 4. But Infinity don't want to let that happen, so they just instantly smoke and try to get Thunder out of the map and back to the base.
Not quite able to make that connection here. But they are at least forcing people off of the spot, forcing them out of the triangle.
Yeah, and that's
so
enough.
Maybe that...
I mean, you don't need to get kills. If you make the enemy team go back to their base, you're fine. They can't farm, you are farming all map. That's how you put pressure, right? You can't just go high ground usually. So you just make the enemy team go back to their base, just following them, and don't let them farm anywhere. That's Infinity's job here. Don't let Thunder farm. I mean, Storm is... Oh, Storm concealed his BKB. He wants to go X. mean, Storm is an easy kill right now without BKB. With X, okay, you have some team fight and just this can just simply win the game, right? But Infinity, I don't think Infinity want to let the Storm get this farm, and maybe they will try to go high ground since they have Aegis and there's no tier 3 on mid. And maybe they will try.
They do have the siege wagons with them here, so walking up onto the high ground. We're only leaving the Lina up here, who does have the Aegis of the Immortal. There's going to be the lift, the drag
Look at
back.
damage.
She's at half HP. The hook shot, damage coming in. They're going to pop the Aegis early. The Guardian Greave came out just a little bit too late. The clockwork, he is going to be trapped up. The small D shot, leaning forward. They have the detection. They see the Lina. The gust is there. BKB coming out, trying to tuck tail and retreat. The cookie even to make sure the Lina gets out of dodge.
And here we see why Thunder picked this draw, right? Lina wants to go high ground. It's always scary to go high ground. It's where you lose games. So they had the advantage because they had Aegis, game's feeling good. But you see how draw just finished all Lina's HP. Lina was just gone. Her Aegis actually was just gone. And then they had to throw bodies and try to use skills to save Lina after all. So yeah, I mean, Infinity's feeling good, but draw has damage, so you gotta respect the high ground. I mean, I think it was a little bit too brave to go high ground, but we can understand, right? You have Aegis, you wanna force, but it's hard to do this against draw. And I guess this Brood Mother Vice as well. I mean, we are seeing a lot of this. Brood Mother goes for Greaves, go for a pipe, and then straight into Slice of Ice. It's such a strong item. They almost got Lina twice because of this item.
Man, I just, so coming into this game, or this series rather, I was expecting a very close series. Middle of the table teams, coming off of a rough Sunday. So I'm expecting this still to go 3 games. But I don't know if I was expecting, I mean, this game is just so dang close. I feel like it's just a frog hair that splits between the two. As it's going to be daunting to see who's actually able to make the movements. Ball lightning TP from the Storm Spirit, trying to clear this wave out, but do they have vision? They're drawing circles like they know exactly where they are. No, so this is just going to be a little bit of a blind play here.
Ogre is just putting his body on front, like, just throw everything at me. I want to play Howard.
He's gonna get hexed up. He threw his body on the line, and he paid the ultimate price for it. And now the aggression coming. They know that's gonna be the hook shot onto Leah Style. Cog pushback. Oh God, look how quickly they ripped through Leah Style. The cookie, the uphill miss did not play in his favor. The Luna coming out onto the clockwork, still not able to kill him. The force snap forward. The Gleppy trying to hold him in place, but he's in the fog. Finally, it takes Gannett coming through in order to get the kill. But now there's gonna be the lift up. Maybe they decide that this is enough.
As Infinity saying, okay, we want to take control of top, we want Thunder to go back to their base, and Thunder don't want to go back to base, so they just defend this high ground, place a ward. Everyone that goes there will die, so Ogre insta-die, and then you have the way to catch heroes. Last time I tried to run, okay, you have a Storm, you have a Vice on Brood Mother, you have a Rubik with a really, really long range, so yeah, it was easy to get this Snapfire kill, and then Lina had to BKB, get a support kill, and just go back. So yeah, it's a really. I think our panel said really well. Even though they went with Infinity, they said like both drafts have clear ideas and they both can work here. I think we are watching this right now, right? Both drafts are happening, and the game is going back by back and just really intense.
Yeah, and I think that is a very good point, right? So it's like sometimes when you get into these drafts, right, you try to stop whatever idea the enemy is trying to execute. But both of these teams, they said forget the counter picking. We have clear-cut ideas that we are going to try to execute against the other. And so that does leave it where this game can be open. Is that going to be the Avalanche? The Warhammer Kiss is raining down. A clean, quick pickup onto the Rubik.
And that's Beastmaster for you, right? Just send his Hawk and easy kill on Rubik.
Roshan, earliest respawn would be in 40 seconds. The first one was pretty quick, so I believe by Mathematician's mathematician, he is saying that this one should be a long one, as he called himself a card counter. We'll see if he is correct here, or if he's going to lose the house on the bet.
Oh, I hope he doesn't. I don't to see map without a house. That wouldn't be pretty.
I mean, you
And,
just have to let him come and hang out with you, Guipepe.
oh no, he don't want to. He don't wanna. Living in Brazil is kind of weird. Maybe you don't want to.
I had some friends that were foreign exchange students, and no, this is going to be a quick one. So Math loses the house here, as it's just 6 seconds
Oh, no.
until Roshan responds. But
Okay, Math, come to
I had
Brazil.
some friends from Brazil. They taught me some dirty swear words that I won't
Oh,
say
my.
on stream. But
Okay.
if you want to hear it later, we could do that. But yeah, good lads.
Yeah, I'd love to. Okay, Roche is up. Now we see what both teams want to do and how they want to do. I mean, Infinity has their vision with Beastmaster, and Thunder has their vision with Clock and Broodmother. So both teams have a pretty good grasp of vision. And look at Infinity; they will repeat the same thing they did before. Go for high ground, make Thunder go back, and then afterwards you can go Roche. Look at that damage, Tower melted. Holy moly!
So quick.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah,
is
it's so
under
fast.
attack.
And they found Clock.
They found out the clockwork. If they're able to bring down the clock, I feel like this would be a big kill. The Ether, but he eats the Laguna Blade, and now the hook shot connects onto the Lina. Alone, he's going to rim it forward, but they've decided not to take this fight. They are going to end up giving the Laguna to
they
the
found
Rubik, but no, they found Illich. They found Illich. Mortimer Kisses starting to rain down. They're not connecting on them, though. The Laguna turned around onto the Lina. Now, the LSA,
fuck,
they had the
what a play.
damage. They're able to bring down Illich, Drown Ranger. She's trying to pump out pump into the Lina. The Lina, she's down. She has 80 seconds. She could buy back. Illich does buy back. Oh, the stolen LSA connects onto the Beastmaster, but we're just going to kill all of his creep friends. The lift, the drag back. Oh, but the cookie to counter as well as the toss. Both of these teams are just playing so well, so close.
Yes, and Alone's Agony Scepter is doing some work. Great pull. I think he got 4 heroes on the last fight, so Drow could just delete Lina. So Lina is gone. She didn't try to kite to go back. She's like, no, I'm going all in. We are gonna trade with Drow and I'm gonna win. No, she didn't. And now Roche is free for Thunder. I mean, Infinity has 4 heroes. Maybe they can try something with Tiny, with his Blink Dagger, but it's pretty hard to fight on this. Yeah, he wants to try it. I like the idea. Oh, he
He's
went for
lurking,
it.
he's stunned. They do have, he went in, but he got immediately hecked. Roshan does poke it, but it gets snatched up by
got the
Knight,
chase.
does the Aegis of the Immortal. And now, coming in, onto the Snapfire. The Snapfire uses the Ghost Scepter, trying to keep herself alive. And now, the Ghost Scepter is up, the physical damage can come through, and it's coming through in spades. As that's going to be 2 rather, that have gone down. And the Aegis of the Immortal in the pocket of Thunder Awakening. And I really feel like this blows the game wide open for TA.
Yes, for sure. At least Tiny got the cheese. So, yeah, he got something. Oh, Alone just jumping
sneaking
on.
onto the back line. The Vortex is there. The stolen LSA. Buyback going to come back from the Tidy. Connect. TP get to the fray, but they've already lost Prada. BKB from the Drow. There's going to be the Ghost Scepter. The Savage Roar. They're trying to bring down the Aegis of the Drow. The Drow, she does go down. Lina just pumping the machine gun fire immediately. No, there's the hook shot. BK out. They have the Drow surrounded. The toss back. She's taking tower shots as the Ghost Staff. She's trying to be the lift. They're dragging. Hey, one more tower shot. No, but the avalanche is there, and down goes Ranger. The Rubik being caught out in the trees, trying to save a homie, and he pays the Pied Viper.
Oh, Drow just simply went too far away. She overextended. She was too far. She was so close to the tier 4, and then it was easy for Beastmaster to roar her. And she was like, okay, I have 2 lives, I'm fine. No, it's not like that, man. Lina does a lot of damage. So even though Thunder had all the advantage, did super creep mids, I mean, Infinity defended, and the game is still open. We thought Thunder had it with that Roche, that Aegis, but I think Infinity still has it. It's all up position, both Lina and Drow. I mean, look at Drow. Look how deep she goes to hit Tiny, and Beastmaster's like, okay, you're gonna hit Tiny, I'm gonna roar you. And in her second life, she doesn't have BKB because she used it on first life. Then it's so easy to kill her. Drow and Lina are really similar on that way, so yeah, she just didn't position well enough. I think Knight thought the fight was, they won the fight. He was just gonna kill everyone, but he was deeply wrong. So now we see Infinity going high ground mid.
Yeah,
Oh my,
that's
game.
what I call strongman syndrome. It's where you
Yeah.
think you get Aegis. It comes with double damage runes. It comes with just massive net worth lead. You just feel like you're the biggest, baddest man in the lobby, and no matter what happens, there's no way that they can kill you. You overstep too far, you eat a couple spells to the face, and next thing you know, you fed away your agent. That's
Yeah,
going to be 2 lanes of barracks now that go the way of Infinity. And this game is so dang close. We've got 2 lanes of barracks down on either side. The top lane is the only lane without super creeps.
Yeah, and now Infinity's feeling good. I mean, I feel like I'm just saying Infinity feels good. Then 5 minutes afterwards, I'm like, Thunder is feeling good. It's such a throw after throw game. I mean, not throw, but like just going forth. And both teams are getting opportunities to try to just end the game, and both teams are like, I don't want to say failing, but are not accomplishing that, and just the other team is happy with that and just going back and forth.
Oh, 5-man smoke gets broke. That's going to be the toss back onto the Clockwork. Staff trying to get himself to safety as Alone. They found Lina. Lina through the BKB. She's trying to hang and beg with the Scotty. She's trying to man up, but Alone, he keeps chasing, still coming forward. Finally, Alone's able to bring down the Lina. No buyback. Mortimer Kisses starting to rain down. BKB throwing out the whirling axes, closing the distance. Savage Roar, Scatterblast, Lil Shredder able to bring down Alone, but now the fight continues. Buyback coming through from the Storm Spear. Gust out onto Leah Style. The damage is there. Leah Style goes down. The Alone with the long range zip, able to connect onto the Ogre Magi.
And again, look at Lina's position. I mean, I like this idea. I think this is how you play Lina at that stage of the game. You just go by the side and try to kill people, but you're against a draw. You don't exactly win this fight against draw. So she's like really far from their team. Look at Lina. She's simply far from everyone. And Draw just turns her BKB on. She has Skadi, so it's pretty easy for Draw to trade with Lina. I mean, again, both these carriers, they are just playing crazy. Just going too deep to try to play their game. I mean, if it was not Draw, it was not Lina, I think they could have been doing this, both Draw and Lina, but they're each against each other. They have to watch out to the position. Can go both ways. And now, Thunder is going high ground. Oh my, what a game.
Just such a back and forth affair. Even though the lead has been in the pocket of Thunder Awaken, it feels like 20 minutes or more. As this is now going to be Mega Creeps secured. Still 10 seconds without the Lina, 20 seconds without Leah Style. So Infinity, they're hugging by their base, looking for one more high ground defense to somehow turn this back into their side. But it feels like they themselves are one team fight away from getting Mega Creeps in some weird way. I know it's going to be much harder now that they have the Mega Creeps pushing down on them. But that's just the way that it feels, is that we're one fight away from having Mega Creep on Mega Creep action, Guipepe.
Yes, for sure. I mean, when you get Mega Creeps, usually you win the game, but this game is so weird. I think, yes, Infinity has a chance to come back, even though Thunder got this Mega Creeps. The problem against Mega Creeps, mainly, you can't leave your base. Then, if you leave your base, the enemy team will know, so you can't contest Roche. This is the big one, right? But Roche is far away from respawning. So, yeah, Infinity's gonna try a play before Mega Creeps are on their base. Yeah, I like that idea. But look at Thunder, so well positioned.
Oh, Clockwork is going to be found out, brought down, but now Alone. He's zipping onto the backside. 2-man Vortex, try to get this Primal Roar off. Not quite able to connect. The Gleppy does connect onto 2. Force staff forward from the Drow. But not able to close the distance to any of the other heroes.
And that was the play. They didn't have Mega Creeps on their base, so they can go out. Now Mega Creeps are coming. So they can't simply smoke and go to the enemy jungle anymore. Now games get really, really hard for Infinity. Yes, for sure, they can defend. Maybe they can win a team fight on their base and try to equalize these Mega Creeps, but yeah, game just got way harder than maybe it should be. Maybe. Both teams, like, mainly Drow and Lina, they made some mistakes while fighting their position. Sometimes we're like, what they're doing didn't work out that much, and now Thunder has the edge to win this game. Let's see how Infinity can defend their base. It's not easy to do it. Thunder probably is just gonna wait for Roche, right? You wait for next Roche, you know enemy team can contest, you get Roche, 2 lives on draw, and it's way, way easier to finish the game.
That would be the responsible play, the cool calculated play But I don't know so far if
Yeah,
cooler
you
heads
got a
have
point.
prevailed.
You got a point. We never know. I think now, yeah, they are gonna do this. Even though the game is going crazy, I think they're gonna wait for Roche. But yeah, you never know. This is South American Dota. Things are weird down here.
Man, I thought
Bro,
they saw the Parker Lita, they saw it with the rocket flare. So I was half convinced that they were gonna go in then and try to just secure this game, and then maybe we'd have yet another kind of a silly little throw-esque play happening out here. But still, just holding on to the high ground, waiting for Roshan. We'll find out his fate now. 12 seconds until Roshan responds. So again, this Roshan, he has not been a very sleepy fella.
Yeah, what a fast Roche. I think Infinity has vision on Roche because of Beastmaster, and they still have control on their triangle. Yeah, now Thunder is coming to the triangle saying, no, you leave your triangle. This is ours.
Illich dancing through the raindrops. That was a hook shot that did not connect. Avalanche, Sheepstick on Gnek. He's going to get the toss back. Illich, oh, but alone. He's coming to answer for his fella, as that's going to be the Laguna pumped out, but really not a lot of damage done. And now here comes the VK beat of Knight. He's coming forward. They found the Clockwork. The Clockwork going to be the first to fall in this engagement. Alone, he's zipping around onto the backside. Now coming back in, getting a 3-man vortex. The damage, they're pumping it out. That's going to be the death of Parker. Parker down 100 seconds, no buyback. Leo style down 75 seconds, no buyback. And with that, TA deciding they don't need Roshan. We're just going to go into the base and claim what is ours.
Yeah, Infinity thought they could fight. I mean, no, I don't even think they thought they could fight. They're like, yeah, we have to fight for our triangle, so we can contest the next Roshan. Maybe we can come back. They tried. I mean, Draw didn't let Lina fight at all. While Lina was trying to kill people, Draw was just hitting her. Then Janek went on the back line, tried to stop Draw from hitting Lina, but it was not enough. I think Alone did a great game. That going for eggs, it was such a great idea. I think some of these fights that Thunder shouldn't have won and still won was due to that agony on Storm Spirit. Yeah, great game. I mean, both teams had a chance to win, and Thunder ended up winning this first game. Yeah, we probably will have 3 games. This is so wild.
And that's it. That's what I'm expecting, and that's what I'm hoping for, because everybody loves good Game 3 hype. But
Yeah.
Infinity, their backs are going to be against the wall, because again, they have to start winning these series, or else their road to Lima is going to be incredibly, incredibly difficult. They've already dropped 2, so they're going to have to right the ship on teams kind of having suboptimal or lesser than days in the office, so that they can find a way to squeak their way into the Lima Major. And if they lose too many, then now your mind has to start thinking about relegation and stuff like that. So Infinity, their backs are against the wall, and desperately they're going to have to come up with some sort of solution.
Yeah, so sure. I mean, even though Thunder got this first game, both teams are on the same situation, right? They both need to win if they want to go for the major, and Thunder is closer to that. But I mean, looking at the game, I think Infinity has good chance to just simply come back on this series. They have just to play a little bit cleaner. I mean, Jim Park was... I didn't like his position at all at this game. I mean, he did some mistakes. They had that try to... When they pushed the tier 2 mid tower where Lina had no BKB, I was like, why they're doing this? So just make it a little bit clean. Try to make this place right. I think Infinity has a good shot at it. But we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. And with that, we're going to go ahead and cut to a quick break, and then we'll be going back to the panel to hear what they think about this game number 1 of Thunder Awakening versus Infinity.